Forgive me. That's my alarm. That's my whole video up. Sorry. But anyways, Coach Rick Little, he's had some great fighters that he started with. And these kids are just awesome. And they went a long way. So maybe one of these times I can get him to do an interview with me. I think it's possible. I mean, I've talked to him on the phone. I've been in the gym with him, with my kid. He's really, really fucking good with kids, man, and with the youth. That's one thing I will say. My kid really listened while she was there. And my nephew had a great time there, too. But anyways, moving on. Let's see. What I would like to see next as far as what I've seen out of the UFC featherweights, like where we're at and just some of the top fights and the top guys. What I'd like to see next is sorry, I'll get it. Just bear with me because like I said, I'm so new to this and I want this channel to really work, but it's just going to take some time because I have so many health problems, but I'm going to get it. Let's see. So after the Giga and the Qatar fight, I'd like to see Calvin Qatar face Yair. I think that would be an awesome matchup. And I think that would go good, you know, right before the Volk and the Korean Zombie fight. I think that would be a good matchup for like a contender. You know, obviously, Max is my favorite fighter. I mean, the kid's unreal. To me, he's the fucking GOAT, but, you know, other than Bones. But I think that Qatar, you know, and I'm all over the place. I already said that. So just accept it, please. I think Qatar basically used what Max did to him on Giga, and that's what I seen. But like I said, we're done talking about that. I'd like to see Calvin though fight Yair. I think that would be a good matchup, and I think that Yair is right there with any of them. Like, I think Yair can fight with any of them. I mean, he proved it with Max. I love Max. Max is my favorite fighter. He dominated that fight. But Yair showed that even after a couple of years off, it didn't matter. Like, he was in that fight the whole time. That's why Max respected him so much after the fight, because the kid just came out and just showed that he was capable of fighting anybody at a high level. And it didn't matter that he had took so much time off. That's why I believe what Dominic Cruz says about ring rust. I don't believe that shit unless you, like, let that creep into your mind. Because if you're a fighter, then to me, you're a fighter all the time. You know, it doesn't just change just because a couple of years happened and you had to take time off. I just feel like if you got it, you got it. And if you got it, it's gonna come out of you. And that's what happened with the Max and the Yair fight. I mean, dude, he looked amazing. And Max looked amazing too, he always does. But, you know, so anyways, I would like to see Qatar fight Yair for maybe a contender spot. That would be ideal for him. The way that I think that fight would go, honestly, is I think that in the end, I think it's either going to be Qatar's cardio and boxing, maybe. Or I would actually say if Qatar was smart, he would use his grappling more, because Yair is so explosive and such a good striker. I could see him using his grappling, kind of like Frankie did to him, and just fucking him up. But it's possible that Yair beats him on the scorecards with his striking because he's so dominant with that shit, and he proved he can go 5 rounds. So I could see him winning that way too. But that's another fight I'd like to see after these fights happened. I think they should make that fight for like fucking April or something, around the same time as the Korean Zombie and Volkanovski. I think that'd be, even if they put it on the same card, that'd be fucking badass. I wish they would do like a featherweight showdown like back in the day, like Pride and shit, like where they just had a bunch of fucking featherweights come out and just smash each other. That would be badass. As far as Giga, I'd love to see him fight Zabit, but for some reason Zabit's been took off of the rankings for inactivity. I don't know what's going on with them. I think that the UFC is really dropping the ball. If it's the UFC, I don't know if it's the UFC. I can't even say that actually. It might just be COVID and shit and just not being able to get out of his country. But Zabit versus Giga would be a sick ass fucking fight. Think about that striking fucking delight. The striker's delight. That's what I'd call that fight. That's a dream matchup that I would love to see. I just feel like, Zabit's like 6'2", Giga's 6 foot. They're both fucking huge for the weight class. They're both just striking beasts. The only thing that I think changes that fight is, I think Zabit's wrestling and his jiu-jitsu is just so good that I just don't see, if they're not striking, I don't see Giga being able to do much with him, because I think that, obviously Zabit's a little bigger. He's not like more yoked, but he's more, he's just taller and more rangy because he's a little bit taller. So I could see Zabit using his grappling and submissions and submitting Giga. But if Giga got a good guard, I could see him doing some shit, like I said before. Anyways, we really need to see Zabit again. Like, they need, the featherweight division really needs Zabit. I think that he's like an X factor, like where, that dude could be a champion. That's just being real. I honestly don't see too many people beating Max. Max is just like the diamond in the rough. I just feel like he, just because of his cardio and so many other great weapons that he has, but the way that he weaponizes cardio, that right there is what, like, why nobody can fuck with him. The only good thing, like when you seen him fight Yair, is you could tell Yair had been working on his cardio. Because if he hadn't, fucking Max would have broke him way sooner. And he didn't even really break him. It was a great fight till the end, but he did dominate him. So, yeah. Zabit, we need you back, bro. You're a fucking badass. Let's see. I think Zabit trains with Frankie Edgar and Mark Henry and all those guys. So, the Coach Henry, Frankie, if you're listening to me, please bring Zabit back. That dude is fucking amazing to watch. That him versus Bochniak, or whatever the hell his name was. I like that kid too. That kid's fucking tough. And his story is just awesome, how he got through so much like drug problems and shit, and still was able to make the UFC and did it the way he did it. Like, that kid's fucking tough. I love Kyle Bochniak too. But yeah, so make that shit happen, Mark Henry. We need to see Zabit again. Too much talent there to waste. Anyways, I would say the next matchup though for Giga would be Josh Emmett. He just won on the same card, and honestly, Josh looked amazing. I couldn't believe the evolution that I've seen on him. Like, a couple of times, I'm pretty sure he might have lost his last fight. I can't really remember. I'd have to pull that stuff up. I'm not gonna pull it up right now, but I'm pretty sure his last fight he lost. But this fight right here, Who did he fight, man? Let me pull it up. Sorry about that. Hold on, just because I want to see the winners of that fight. And sorry for not being a little bit more prepared. Let's see, UFC Vegas 46 results. So, oh, what the hell? That's not it. Wonder what it did that. Okay. So, let's see. Josh Evans. I know he fought on here. Sorry about this. I just want to find out who Emmett fought. Well, I just can't believe I can't think because he looked really good. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can just look up. I'll just look up Josh Evans. Sorry. Okay. So I know he fought on that card for a fact because I watched him fight. And like I said, he looked really good. Oh, was it Ige? What the fuck? Huh? No, hell no. He just fought. They're saying it was 269, but I could have swore I just watched him fight unless I'm fucking just smoked. Hold on. That cannot be right. I know I just watched him fight. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Was it Shane? No, he didn't fight Shane Burgos. Hold on. Fucking A, man. Literally, what is going on with Ricky? I know they're wrong. Because literally, I just watched him fight, and I know everybody else did too. Alright, let's see. Let's see.
What's up, guys? I didn't know I had to do this. I'm out of here. No, I understand.
It's 18 months, man. I mean,
No idea. I could have swore he just fucking fought. This is weird. This is so weird. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'll find it. My bad. Stupid. Should have had this shit prepared. Alright, let's see who we got. Maybe I'm just fucking smoked and I didn't see it. Wow. Am I that smoked? I guess I'm that smoked where I thought I watched him just have a dominant performance. Damn. Or maybe I just caught something. Caught like a highlight while the fights were going on. And I swear to God, I thought I seen him fight. That's weird. That's super weird. Oh, fuck. That's who it was. Damn, dude. That's because they're fucking bald heads. It was Brian Kelleher. And he looked really, really fucking good against Kevin Krum. Damn it. Yep, and it was at featherweight. My bad. Well, anyways, it was Brian Kelleher who I was thinking of. I'm sorry. He looked really good though against Kevin Kroom. Kevin Kroom came out fucking on fire, and they both were just fucking going at it, and Keller just dominated his ass towards the end. I'm sure you guys seen that fight. My bad. So at featherweight, like I said, they could make Giga versus Keller. I mean, but the only problem is I feel like if Keller doesn't use a ground game, Giga smokes his ass, and that's pretty much the way I see that going. Because I feel like Keller's aggression and just how he comes straight forward with that right hand, with both hands. He's very powerful with both hands, but he's very aggressive and he comes straight forward. I just feel like Giga would line him up right down the pipe and knock him out, or kick him, hit him with that kick. It's over. Let's see. So that's where I see all that. Anyways, another matchup I'd like to see at featherweight is give some new blood, like some shots at the top. You know, like I'd love to see Bryce Mitchell versus Brian Ortega. I think that is just a grappler's dream right there, dream matchup. And I think that it could cancel each other out because I feel like they're both so nasty on the ground. I don't know, man. I feel like Bryce Mitchell's jiu-jitsu is a little bit more aggressive. And I just feel like, you know, he could win, but Ortega's so well-rounded on the ground too. And his striking's a lot better, I feel like. So I just feel that Ortega would win that fight by striking if that's the way that it went. Like, I just don't see Bryce Mitchell striking fucking with him. But give Bryce a shot at the top. Give him Brian Ortega. Let's see what happens. So that's that for those guys. Let's see. Let's go to the Zombie and Volk fight. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to use the restroom. Be right back.